Sir, on top of content, are you also providing some value-added learning management system services or some other tools and technologies so that the entire course can be managed and assessed?
I think we are already working on that. I think Vinay would be able to answer.
Let me answer that question. See, what we are providing is content and content-enabled tools. So today this content is being used on a server. Tomorrow it can be also used on a web.
Okay.
We are also in the process of looking at a tablet-based solution, where the content can also reach the end student. So, and there are parallelly other solutions available which can gel in terms of LMS and ERP platforms. We don't want to provide everything because colleges don't need, because different colleges have different ERPs, they have different systems.
So you have started with a very core need, which is the content, which is the simulated content, which is not
so we are providing content
now.
And various platforms through which the content can be disseminated by the teacher and can be absorbed by the student. So today it is starting with a classroom model. As we move along, we will also see a student-based model wherein this content can also be consumed outside the class for self-learning and revision.
But this module of yours, this server of yours, would be appended by plugins at a later date, like?
Of course, as we go along, the content will also keep on getting upgraded, and we keep on putting more and more applications. And it's a mini LMS already, because we get all the reports to the teachers, we get all the inputs in terms of what is the professors teaching. If in case they want to add some more resources, they can add on that. So all that basic content LMS is there.
So it's a login based system where the teachers can access their login at any part of the college and then go to the classroom and deliver it then and there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, it's a login based system.
Okay.
So each teacher would have.
Is it also available for the students as of now?
As of now, no.
Is it deliberate design or?
It is deliberate design because we want the edge to be there with the faculty members, because ICT based learning tools are new to the faculty members also. So we want them to first go through the entire cycle once, so that they have a complete control and also understanding, and they could also advise the students on which are the areas of the content that they should focus on. Yes, the plan is after that initial cycle is over, it will be also given, as Vinay said, we'll also be taking the solution to the student.
So what are the three core parameters which will make a typical faculty of first year engineering courses to fall in love with iEngineer?
I think the first thing is that it's a tool meant to make the teaching better for the faculty. So if I'm a faculty, if I'm teaching with the help of books, if I have these tools, my lectures will become far more interesting and interactive. Number one. That's, as a faculty, that's the first thing that I look at. The second most important thing that I look at as a faculty is that how productive or how effective is my learning. So if let's say how much the student know about the subject after my lectures. So this is one thing, one way of teaching content or teaching subjects which will make it very good for students to absorb. Abstract concepts, as you said, like in engineering. So second objective of learning outcome is also met. So the third objective is that in case the student is not able to absorb, because there is a differentiated learning. One is the ability to learn is different among different students. Secondly, as Ajay rightly said, different people have different ways of learning. Somebody is visual, somebody is kinesthetic, somebody is auditory. So it enables all forms of learning and all levels of learning in a differentiated format. So somebody can spend, let's say after the class, another half an hour on the same content on a server and understand it. So as a faculty, I have a tool where I can not only provide a better learning, but I can also provide a differentiated learning.
So the gross productivity of a teacher is much more.
See, ultimately the end outcome is the learning of the student. So by all these three means, as a faculty, what I'm doing is I'm actually increasing the learning of the student, which is my aim.
So what are the typical financial implications of installing an iEngineer in a typical college having an intake of say around 300 kids a year?
See, we have kept the solution in a packaged way, so we go for a minimum of around 5 classrooms to begin with. So with the server we get connected to the 5 classrooms. So the idea is to get each of the classroom enabled in terms of digital content and licensed. At times the colleges don't have that many classrooms, because currently at some of the colleges are running with 2 to 3 classrooms also. But we prefer to go with a 5 classroom model, wherein we take a license fee on a monthly basis, spread over a year, but collected on a quarterly and monthly basis. That's the way we are proposing it in terms of financials. And the hardware, the server that we supply is free of cost. The cost is inbuilt, kind of, you can say.
But the additional hardware which is required to convert a classroom to an e-classroom has to be from the
Yes.
college
I
side?
think
It has
today
to
all
be.
engineering classrooms have basic projectors and
Mhm.
PCs.
Mhm.
So unlike schools, for engineering colleges that's not an issue.
Mhm.
Most of the engineering colleges have PCs, have projectors.
What kind of additional hand-holding you are proposing into the entire initiative to make it sticky and the solution goes through at the college level?
See that two things. One is the interest. Second is compulsion. We are looking for both the things. Compulsion not in terms of forcing. Compulsion in terms of it's a part of their own mandate to use digital content. Because if you see from the faculty perspective also, they today they have got a limited number of periods with limited number of time to cover a particular syllabus. So from that perspective, if you see, now what we are doing is we are giving it to the faculty, the entire content that we are providing it to the faculty, and we are hand-holding him in terms of one, giving him absolute confidence and being with him so that he can actually keep delivering using the content. Second, from the management perspective, we take reports from our server and we share it with the management how the content is being used. And if we find that the usage of the content is low in a particular branch per se, we try to go and understand what could be the underlying reason and how can we correct it. Because sometimes we see that the adaptability in electronics, electrical and computer science branches is quickly it's quickly there. But the non-core branches of digital era like mechanical, civil, there it takes some time. So for obvious reasons. So we do help them, the faculties, to become comfortable with the solution, and also help the management in terms of understanding what they've invested is being used properly.
So in a nutshell, I can say that this is a very low frills, a very core product,
Right.
which is adding on to the existing intellectual capital of an institution
Right.
at a monthly recurring cost, and which will increase the acceptability of the students at large. The learning quotient will increase to a significant level because of the visualizations which have been ingrained into the system per se.
Absolutely.
So here we were at reviewing the I engineer, the I in the engineer, the confidence in the engineer, the vision with which S. Chand EduTech is pushing this product through. We feel that this product would certainly make the engineers of the day more imaginative, as the content, as the simulations which have been ingrained into the system really bring real life scenarios in front of them, and they see engineering in work. So this was iEngineer, a product of S. Chand Group, which is celebrating its 75 years of inception, dedicated to the field of education in the country. We will be back with yet another interesting product with another EduTech interactions of ours. Till then, goodbye.